Get ready, folks. We've got a rapid-fire rundown of the hottest headlines hitting the sports world. First up, Caitlinhergrtness is back in the winner's circle after a stunning performance in the Ontario Matron. Then, the WNBA playoffs are heating up as the Indiana Fever prepare to face the Atlanta Dream. And we've got the inside scoop on who Steph Furry is rooting for. But wait, there's more. The Fever are dealing with a sea of injuries, and we're breaking down how that might actually be their secret weapon. And finally, a massive congratulations to Sophie Cunningham on her well-deserved Hall of Fame induction. Stick around, you don't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Caitlinhergrtness, a name echoing the brilliance of WNBA superstar Caitlin Clark, has roared back to victory in the $150,000 Ontario Matron, G3, for fillies and mares at Woodbine. After a somewhat disappointing fifth-place finish in the EP Taylor Stakes, G1T, on August 16th, this 4-year-old dynamo, expertly guided by jockey Flavien Prat, proved her class once again as the overwhelming 4-5 favorite. The race unfolded with Hurricane Claire setting a brisk pace, closely followed by fashionably Fab and Caitlinhergrtness. While the early fractions were swift, Caitlinhergrtness, last year's King's Plate winner, settled comfortably in third. As the field rounded the final turn, Caitlinhergrtness made her decisive move, gliding 3 wide to seize the lead in the stretch and powering away from her rivals. She crossed the finish line a commanding 3¼ lengths ahead of Hurricane Claire, with For Flying BRZ securing third. The final time for the 1:16-mile race was a swift one, 42:92. Trainer Kevin Attard expressed his confidence, stating, "I just personally think she just needs 2 turns." He elaborated that the configuration of the EP Taylor turf course wasn't to her liking, but today, on a track that suited her, she showed her true colors. This victory marks her 5th win from 14 starts, adding to her impressive resume as Canada's champion 3-year-old female. Bred in Ontario by Jessie Corona and owned by Windstar Farm LLC, Caitlinhergrtness was a significant $375,000 purchase. Her win paid $3.70. Audience impact. Fans are celebrating Caitlinhergrtness's triumphant return to form, with many noting the strategic brilliance of trainer Kevin Attard in finding the perfect conditions for her success. The victory has reignited discussions about her potential in future graded stakes races. Don't go anywhere, because the WNBA playoff picture is getting wild, and we've got a furry friend making some bold predictions next. The WNBA playoffs are upon us, and the Indiana Fever, against all preseason expectations, have clinched a spot. Despite Caitlin Clark playing only 13 games and a string of season-ending injuries, including key acquisition Sophie Cunningham, the Fever finished a respectable 24-20. Now, as the 6th seed, they face the formidable 3rd-seeded Atlanta Dream this Sunday at 3 p.m. on ABC. Adding a unique twist to the playoff predictions is Air Corgi, affectionately known as Steph Furry. This talented corgi has a special ritual. Standing on a platform, it picks a winner by dropping a ball into buckets adorned with team logos. Air Corgi previously tipped the Pacers to beat the Thunder in the NBA Finals, a prediction we'd all rather forget. In its Fever Dream preview, the corgi initially favored the Dream, but ultimately predicted the Fever to take games 2 and 3. You'll have to watch the video to see the full, adorable process. Audience impact. Basketball fans are captivated by Air Corgi's playoff predictions, with many eagerly sharing the video and debating the corgi's accuracy. The unique approach to handicapping the WNBA playoffs has generated significant buzz online. Injuries have plagued the Indiana Fever, but could this adversity actually become their greatest strength? We dive into the roster shakeups next. The Indiana Fever are heading into the WNBA playoffs as the 6th seed, set to face the 3rd-seeded Atlanta Dream this Sunday. But this is not the same Fever team that clashed with the Dream earlier in the season. Since their last matchup on July 11th, Indiana has been hit by a devastating wave of 5 season-ending injuries, including their superstar Caitlin Clark and crucial player Sophie Cunningham. This has forced a significant roster overhaul, with new players like Odyssey Sims, Shea Petty, and Aerial Powers stepping into vital roles. Coach Stephanie White sees this as a potential advantage. "I think we've got different personnel so they can play us a little bit differently," White stated. While the core of Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and Natasha Howard remains, the team's style has adapted. Despite the loss of size with players like Clark, 6'0", being replaced by Sims, 5'8", the Fever believe their altered dynamic can throw off the Dream's dominant post players, Brittany Griner, 6'9", and Brianna Jones, 6'3". "We've had like 6 different teams, and so they have a lot of scouting to do in Atlanta, but for us it's about keeping the main thing," said Kelsey Mitchell, emphasizing energy and effort. Audience impact. Fans are discussing the Fever's resilience amidst their injury crisis, with many split on whether the team's adaptability will be enough to overcome the Dream's size advantage. The narrative of overcoming adversity is resonating strongly. Speaking of Sophie Cunningham, her incredible journey continues with a major career milestone. Find out what honor she just received. In a remarkable display of her enduring impact on the game, Indiana Fever player Sophie Cunningham has been inducted into the Missouri Hall of Fame. This prestigious honor celebrates her stellar college career at the University of Missouri, where she became the program's all-time leading scorer and earned All-American honors. Despite the Fever facing significant challenges, including the absence of star player Caitlin Clark and Cunningham herself due to injury, Cunningham's recognition highlights her vital role and leadership. Cunningham, a 29-year-old shooting guard, expressed profound gratitude, dedicating the award to everyone who helped her reach this point. Her college coach, Kelly Harper, who has known Cunningham since her AAU days, shared a heartfelt message on X, celebrating her journey from early AAU days to now a Hall of Famer, and emphasizing that Cunningham laid the foundation here at Mizzou. Cunningham's impact with the Fever, though only in her second year, has been significant, showcasing veteran-like chemistry and connection with fans, even as she recovers from an MCL tear that has sidelined her for the playoffs against the Atlanta Dream. Audience impact. Fans and former teammates are flooding social media with congratulatory messages for Sophie Cunningham, celebrating her Hall of Fame induction as a testament to her hard work and dedication. The news has boosted team morale despite the Fever's injury woes. That's all the news for today, but don't go anywhere. We've got a quick recap and all the ways you can stay connected with the Roger Report. What a show! Caitlinhergrtness dominated the Ontario Matron, Air Corgi made its WNBA playoff picks. The Indiana Fever are facing challenges with injuries, but finding new strengths. And Sophie Cunningham earned a well-deserved Hall of Fame induction. Don't miss a moment of the action. Hit that like button, subscribe to the Roger Report, ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload, and tell us in the comments which story you're most excited about. Plus, follow us on all our social media channels for more exclusive content. We'll see you next time.